Hi guys, in this video we will be looking at question 2. Well, we will be working with quadratic sequence. We'll also look at the series. Well, first thing first, we are given the quadratic sequence. Then 20, 12, 10, 14. 2.1.1, determine an expression for the ninth term of the pattern in the form of Tn is equals to an squared plus bn plus c. How many marks is that? That's 4 marks. How do we tackle that, guys? Let me show you how do we work with such, right? Remember, we are working with question 2, but we'll be looking specifically, we'll be looking at 2.1, 2.1.1. Remember, we are given 20, 12, 10. You're also given 14, right? So we need to, since it's a quadratic, it must have a first difference as well as the second difference. So the best way is to say 12 minus 20. What is that? That will be negative 8. You will place negative 8 here. Then we will go to the second one, 10 minus 12. What is that? That's negative 2. 14 minus 10, that's 4. We'll place 4 here. So that's our first difference. Then we have the second difference. Remember, the second difference is always constant, right? And remember that the first difference forms a linear pattern in a quadratic pattern, right? So let's find the difference then. Negative 2 minus negative 8. Negative and negative, that will be positive. Negative 2 plus 8, that will be positive 6. Similarly, 4 minus negative 2, that will be positive 6. This is our second difference, right? So this is 2a, second difference. Then we have 3a, which is our first difference, right? Then our first term will be a plus b plus c. So the best way to tackle this, guys, let's first find a using the second difference. 2a will be equal to 6. Then dividing by 2 will allow us to make a the subject. How many times does 2 goes to 6? That's 3 times. Then we have 3a plus b, which is equals to negative 8. Where there is a, you replace it by 3. So we have 3 times 3 plus b, which is equals to negative 8. Then 3 times 3, that will be 9. Yips, 3 times 3, that will be 9. So then we have 9 plus b, which is equals to negative 8. Then let's transpose 9. So that will be negative 8 minus negative 9. That will be negative 17. Then, okay. Then let's look at the first term. A plus b plus c, which is equals to 20. We already have a as 3. We already have b as negative 7 plus c. So the aim now is to find c. So what is 3 plus negative 17? Sorry for that. 3 plus negative 17. That will be negative 14 plus c, which is equals to 20. Remember, we need to make c the subject. If we transpose negative 14 to the other side, it's the same as saying 20 plus 14, making c to be 34. Right, we already have c as 34, b as negative 17, a as 3. Remember, they said we must give our pattern in a form of Tn is equals to an squared plus bn plus c. Remember that your a, it's 3, so it's going to be 3n squared. Your b, it's negative 17, it's going to be negative 17n plus 34. So that's how you can get that 4 marks, right? That's how you can get that 4 marks. So we are at 2.1.2. The first difference forms an arithmetic sequence. Determine between which successive terms in the quadratic sequence the first difference will be 148, meaning that we are going to use our first difference. Remember I told you when we start our video that the first difference, it's your linear pattern. It forms a linear pattern. So in this case at 2.1.2, we will use -8, -2, and +4. So remember that this will the difference is 6. So let this be the difference, B, and your first term be B plus C. So, or you can use the other one, Tn is equals to A plus N, open the bracket, A plus, open the bracket, N minus 1, close the bracket, D. You can also use that one. So in this case, I prefer to use this method. B is equals to 6. For me to find C, this will be B plus C is equals to -8. We already have B. Replace B by 6 there. So 6 plus C is equals to -8. If you take 6 to the other side, that will be -8 minus 6, which will result to -14. So we already have our B as 6. Then the general term will be Tn is equals to Bn plus C. So B is equals to 6. Then our C is 14. So remember that the question says that you need to determine which successive terms in this quadratic sequence. The first difference will be 148. Okay, so this is what we are going to do. Where there is Tn, we are going to replace by 148 so that we are able to calculate the value of n there. So we will take -14 to the other side. What is 148 plus 14? If you transpose there, you get 162, then which is equals to 6n divided by 6, so that we make n the subject. So making, how many times does 6 goes to 162? It goes 27 times. So they said determine which successive terms in the quadratic sequence. The first difference will be 148. Definitely, it will be the 27 term, followed by the consecutive term, which is 28 term, right? So it's between 27 and 28. So we are now sure that we have our 7 marks, our beautiful 7 marks. Then now we will look at 2.1.3, then which says determine the smallest value of n for which Sn is greater than 101 and 40, 100, yes, 10,040 in the arithmetic sequence, right? How many marks is that? It's a beautiful 5 marks. Let's put that into practice. We will look at now 2.1.3. Remember, since it's a they're using the sum, so it's a sum of arithmetic sequences. So it will be Sn. You write the formula: 2a plus n minus 1d. Right? Remember, it's n all over 2. Our a there, it's gonna be -8 plus n minus 1. The difference is 6. Okay, remember they said it's greater. They said it's greater than 101, 40, 10,040. So let's work it out. So from here, we will have -16. 6 times n. Remember, we got the bracket. 6 times n is 6n. -1 times 6, that's -6. Okay, is greater than 110, 140. Then we'll look at the like terms. Work out the like terms. Then the like terms, you can see we have -16 there, minus 6, which is -22, plus 6n. Okay, let me just do it like this. 10, 140. So from here, we can multiply everything by we can multiply everything by 2. If we multiply everything by 2 here, we're also gonna do the same thing, multiply by 2. This and this, they will cancel, then What are we going to have there? We are going to have negative 22n plus 6n squared. Then what about 10,140 multiplied by 2? That will be 202.80 there. Then let's fix this in a standard form. We have 6n squared minus 22n. If we take this will be 202.80 there. It's greater than 0. So we can divide this by 2. If we divide everything by 2 so that we can make our equation to be in a standard form, a simpler standard form. So how many times does 2 goes into 6? It goes 3 times. So that will be 3n squared. How many times it goes to 22? It goes 11 times. So how many times it goes to 202.80? That will be the same as 140, which is greater than 0. Right. So from here we can factorize the factors of 3n squared. It's 3n and n. Factors of 10,140. That will be 169 times 60. So the signs will be different. We'll put 169 here. And here we will put minus 60. You can use your quadratic formula if you struggle to factorize here, or you can use a cross method. So by the look of things, we can see that 3n plus 169 greater than 0 will give us a negative pattern. So this can be, this is NA. So the best one that we have is that n is greater than 60. N is greater than 60. Remember they said determine the smallest value of n for which Sn will be greater in the arithmetic sequence. Yes. Yes, that's the smallest value of n, so that will be 60. If you were to consider further, is there anything? I guess we can move further then now. I guess we can move further. Let's go to if this sigma r plus b is equal to 10a, determine b in terms of a, 3 marks. It's not difficult actually. First thing, let's expand this. When we expand, we are going to say 1 plus b plus 2 plus b. Where does r replace? Remember, until the 5th term, right? So that will be 3 plus b, 4 plus b, and 5 plus b. So from here, if we add 1 plus 2, that's 3. 3 plus 3, that's 6. 6 plus, if you add the numbers, 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 plus 3, that will be 6. 6 plus 4, that's 10. Plus 5, that will be 15. So we have 15. How many b's? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 b's. So remember that they said it's equals to 10a. Then where there is this, you replace it by 10a. So because they said determine b in terms of 10a, let's take 15 to the other side. 10a minus 15. Remember, we need to make b the subject. Then we will divide everything by 5. If we divide everything by 5, how many times does 5 goes into 10? That goes twice, so it will be 2a. How many times does it go to 15? It goes 3 times, so that will be 3. So it will be 2a minus 3 is equals to b. So these will be your solutions on question 2. So that's how you can get that beautiful 15 marks, guys. So make sure you know your basics. Basics are the key determinant to pass your maths. If you're new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe. You only subscribe once. Thank you. See you on question 3.